Need for Speed 2022 is coming. We know this. However, there are a couple of bits of information we don't know as to when we're actually gonna see the game. Now, EA has been showing these weird screenshots. This is from Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. It says the 18th. There's a couple of people that think maybe the 18th. And last month, they also decided to show this, which is Need for Speed No Limits, which is a mobile game. There's actually something super interesting about all of this because they only show the games that are kind of being talked about right now. For example, No Limits got an update recently. I honestly thought this as the game was sunsetting, the game was over, but it was announced the game is getting an update, which was super important. The only other thing they're talking about here seems to be, of course, F1, which is a brand new game. It Takes Two got nominated and actually won some awards, so that's on there. The Sims is on here, which actually just yesterday got an announcement of a new DLC coming. At least nothing else, this is just retweets, except this Hot Pursuit. Now, I'm pretty certain the Hot Pursuit's not getting a damn update. However, we may be getting an update super soon about another Need for Speed. Is this EA announcing that a teaser is coming this month or soon? But the questions of today's video is, when will it be announced and when will it release? Those are the two important questions. And we've actually also got a little bit of an update about the Codemasters stuff that went on a little bit earlier. Now, to make it clear, all the Need for Speed games that have recent from Ghost launched in November, even Hot Pursuit Remastered. So the release date is pretty obvious there. However, the announcement has changed. This is 2015. 2015 had a few dates. 16th of May, well, that's when the game was teased. 21st of May, we got that teaser trailer right there. And we got the full E3 reveal June 15th. And then EA left E3, and that was it. So, dead. Moving on to option 2, that was Need for Speed Payback's time frame, and that was a little bit different. Article told us the game was coming in May, and in June, we heard about this one, which brings back some different types of memories than the other two games, that's for sure. Now, with the best game, Need for Speed Heat, we heard about it by an article turning up the heat. That was in May. Can you tell? May might be an important date. And then we got the reveal trailer in August for this one. Outside right now! Oh my god, I love this trailer. It's so good! This is the best Need for Speed trailer. This hypes me. How do you not get hyped watching this? It's so spicy! I miss this game. So, brand new studio, which is Criterion Games, as you know. E3 and EA Play have been cancelled, which is because the games were not aligning to show them in one show. Plus, the delay of a year tells me that Gamescom is where we're probably gonna see the game in its full fat. Gamescom is the only show that's still kind of a thing. So that does mean a potential announcement in August, which is again quite late. Considering the game is probably going to release on schedule, doesn't give much time between the announce and the release. However, this does mean you get to keep the hype train kind of enclosed and all close together. I mean, there's not a long delay between the announcement and the release of the game, so you kind of know. And the game was the most successfully launched Need for Speed that has ever been recorded, so it would mean that that's not too little time between the announce and the release of Heat. A safe window of between June and August is where I'm going to say we're going to see the game properly. And I personally want to say I'm more expecting it to be later July or August we're going to see it because of F1. EA now owns F1, owns Codemasters. They've had it for over a year now. So this whole development of this F1 game, well, it's going to be under the watch of EA, which is why it's now EA Sports Formula 1 22. Yeah, F1 22, baby. Just to be clear, it's because EA probably thinks that people buy F1 buy Need for Speed. They think car? They like car! But this is not to say we won't hear about the game earlier. I'm pretty sure we will, especially with all these leaks. They've got to get some announcements out there themselves first. The 3 Ghost Need for Speed games that we talk about, well, they all had an announcement of the game coming out this month, in May. That would mean soon we should hear something about the game. And if we don't, well, maybe it's delayed by a month or so, as in, like, the announcement, because maybe it's not ready. Release dates we already kind of covered, so I'm going to list those now for you, just so you can get an idea that all the games released at the damn same time. Even Hot Pursuit Remastered. Hot Pursuit Remastered was the 16th of November. Need for Speed Heat, 8th of November. Need for Speed Payback, that's the 10th of November. And Need for Speed 2015, well, that was the 3rd of November. All these dates, it's November. If you do not believe me that Need for Speed's coming out in November, you need jeepers. It's a pretty safe calculation, this, because if you remember, that's why Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown is probably moved to September to avoid Need for Speed. It's the slot. There's also many, many other big games, and, you know, nothing holds the candle to Need for Speed in terms of racing, like titles. The name. Nothing comes close. I'm sorry. So that's my thought on the release stuff. However, we've had some other pretty good news, and this wouldn't be a Need for Speed 2022 update video without me telling you that something's being confirmed that was rumored. Now, I mentioned this on Twitter first, but as you can see, there's a post from Codemasters, and this was over on LinkedIn, which is where you apply for jobs and all that malarkey. It's a weird platform. Don't recommend it. However, there is some information on there. It was posted by Pete Johnson, and he's mentioning he's looking for people to join Codemasters Cheshire studio, which is going to support Need for Speed for the foreseeable, the future and now. That fully confirms that Codemasters Cheshire is working on Need for Speed 2022 and beyond, which is awesome. 2 studios on Need for Speed, and not only just any studio, Cheshire. That's not the F1 studio. That makes no sense. That's not the Dirt Rally studio. There's multiple, okay? That's the guys that made the Drive Club game. That made Dirt 5. That made the other game that I can't remember. This game was made by the studio that is now supporting Need for Speed. And they didn't say just supporting on like updates. They spoke about creative, technical, and feature execution to stay within the Need for Speed idea. They're helping build Need for Speed is basically what it is. Can you imagine if Need for Speed looked as good as Drive Club? And somebody would be like, oh mate, that don't look that good. Have you seen Gran Turismo? Yeah, I love Gran Turismo, but let me show you. As much as I love Gran Turismo, it don't hold a candle to Drive Club. Just the detail, everything looks insane. And these guys are working on Need for Speed now. Need for Speed about to be the big boy. I mean, it already is, but the bigger boy. I mean, we have capacity now for some updates, expansions, the game to last longer while the other game is getting developed by the main studio. I don't know how they're gonna go about this. We've discussed this a little bit before, but if your game look like this, play like Need for Speed, arcade, extreme, fun, weather, incredible, beautiful, I'm ready. I just don't get how there's 8 years of a console generation between these games. The resolution of Gran Turismo is 4K, the resolution of Drive Club is 1080p. Resolution is not everything. How insane is that? Now, I've actually found an influx of Cody's developers following me on Twitter, and that to me explains, well, only one thing, is that they're all finding me like, oh, he's the Need for Speed man. We need to see what he's saying. So, guys, leave your suggestions for them devs down below. Come on, they're watching, all right? And I just want to say from me, I appreciate you guys, you watching, and you developers working on this game. I know this is a project that's kind of scary to work on because we are so demanding over here in Need for Speed because we love this series so much. So, appreciate what you're doing, and I cannot wait to see what you guys come up with. So there we are, November release. Teaser trailer soon come. Codemasters joining the squad. It really does make me wonder once more again why they closed Ghost and didn't just have Criterion and Ghost. It really boggles the mind. Let me know if you're hyped for 2022. I'm sure you are. That's why you're watching this video all the way through. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you are new, and peace.